Good evening. Cynthia McNamara, East Quogue. I am the chair of the East Quogue CAC. I'm also a candidate for town council. I am not here tonight on behalf of the CAC. 9 months ago, I was asked to join the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee by the chair, as it has no representation from west of the canal. I have attended every meeting since, but have been repeatedly told that I can't be added as a member for some unknown reason. In fact, that entire committee has remained in holdover status since last year. But I see that the Arts and Culture Committee is being appointed this evening, so maybe it'll happen soon. Regardless, as a result of attending those meetings, I was able to question the commercial charter permit as it relates to small businesses. Not a single landscaper was asked for input before that became law. And after I pointed out the unintended burden on small businesses, you amended the cost associated with it a few weeks later. I would like to avoid that same scenario as it relates to gas-powered blowers and transfer station fees. As you may recall, I addressed both the Sustainability Committee and this board last year to correct misinformation that the Sustainability Committee presented to the board on gas-powered blowers. I had not heard anything further on the subject until I attended a Hampton Bays Civic webinar on July 26th. It was there that I heard Mr. Von Leesen, representing the town as the chair of the Sustainability Committee, proclaim that there will be a total ban on gas-powered blowers in the town of Southampton. He then proceeded to cite the same misinformation that I corrected last year. Earlier this year, I spoke against the resolution to make residents pay for a permit to use the transfer stations, and was assured that while the resolution would be passed to allow a permit to be required, there would be more discussions and public hearings before any fee was associated with that permit. Imagine my dismay when I watched a recent work session and legal counsel was asked if a fee could be added without any additional public hearings. Before you add fees for residents and more regulations on small businesses, let me tell you about the way this town currently operates. That commercial charter permit you just required has been issued to landscapers who aren't licensed in the town. That's right. You can be a commercial carter and use the town transfer station without licensing your business in the town of Southampton. On the flip side, you can license your business in the town of Southampton without ever being asked to apply for the commercial charter permit you are now required to have. The town highway department gives vouchers for free leaf disposal to any landscaper listed on a voucher request without ever checking to see if they are licensed to operate in the town of Southampton. And probably the biggest slap in the face to those of us who absorb the high cost of doing business out here, sit in the horrendous traffic to get from job to job, and have jumped through all of the hoops now required by the town, this board awarded a $500,000 contract to a landscape company from Port Washington who isn't even licensed to work in the town of Southampton. Small businesses in Southampton, especially those in the service industry, are struggling. It's getting more and more expensive to base a business here and harder to find help. It's time for you to start working with us instead of against us, or soon everyone's landscaper will be commuting in for Nassau County. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, so those are the only two cards I have.